Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the number of trades that you need in order to pass the Prop Firm challenge. Without a doubt, we have a lot of traders that are going into the Prop Firm, but then they are still not making it for a lot of reasons. But then I want us to look at the number of trades that are needed because it's going to help you, it's going to guide you as to how you're going to be trading in order to hit your target for the Prop Firm. One major thing I want everybody to do is to ensure that you go over the terms and the conditions of that particular Prop Firm because they have different ROIs, they have different risk parameters, and so on. So you need to understand because at the end of the day, in as much as they are pretty much similar, they're still different in a way. Good. Now, everyone is going into the Prop Firm. My question is why? Why are you going into the Prop Firm? Are you going into the Prop Firm because every other person is going into the Prop Firm? Why are you going into the Prop Firm? This is a major question that people need to ask themselves because I have met a lot of new traders, beginner traders, that they say they want to go into the Prop Firm. And I keep on asking them why. The number one reason is capital. Most times, beginner traders are starting with a few $100s. But the major advantage of this Prop Firm is that they can give you good capital from 5,000 to 10,000, 20, 50, 100, and so on. And with that good capital, of course, you can generate a better return at the end of the day. That is the major advantage. The number one reason for going into the Prop Firm is the capital. But then don't forget, you have a lot of people that don't know how to trade. And then the capital doesn't make sense at the end of the day. But then you have to do what? You have to subscribe also to that account that you're going to be buying. If it's a $5,000 account, probably for this Prop Firm, it could be $39. If it is $10,000, it could be $80 or whatever the case may be. I'm just giving you an example. But you have to subscribe to that account, right? For a token, for a small amount. But then because people don't understand that major question of how many trades you need in order to pass the Prop Firm, they are all over the place and they end up giving the token to the Prop Firm. And before you know it, the Prop Firm is obviously making a lot of money at the end of the day. Now, before we continue, if this video so far so good is helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Great. Now let's continue. Most of these prop firms will be asking for a 10% return on investment. 10%. So how many trades do you need in order to hit this 10%? Very key, very, very important. You want to pass the challenge? You need 10% ROI, whether it's within a week, within a month, or whatever duration. That's why I said, don't forget to read the T&C of that prop firm. Profit sharing. When you make the 10% of, let's say, $5,000, which is about $500, you would easily get a profit sharing of maybe 70 to 30 or 80 to 20 or whatever that prop firm is proposing. Now, your risk to reward ratio is very, very important. If you are a trader and you don't understand this aspect, trust me, you are doomed. You are doomed because this is the final piece of the puzzle. I repeat, this is the final piece of the puzzle that will determine if you are going to be making money on the long run or not. Because truth be told, you could be having fewer winners, but because of this risk to reward ratio, you can still be profitable at the end of the day. So let's look at this a bit further. Let's assume you place one trade. One trade can give you 10R, can give you that 10%, that 10 reward that you're looking for. What does that mean? What kind of trader do you think you are going to be? you are going to be a very, very conservative trader, and you take your time to look for that one trade that can easily give you 10R, and then you pass the prop firm. That is what some people are doing. Or it could be two trades that could easily be 5 reward each. You can see we're doing something now. We're increasing the number of trades while reducing the reward at the end of the day. So if you do not understand your risk to reward, this aspect over here, you are more or less chasing your tail. You are more or less gambling. You more or less do not know what you are doing at the end of the day. And trading is for the long haul. So it could be 3 trades, 4 trades, 5 trades resulting in 2 reward each that will give you that 10R that would easily equal to the 10% return on investment that you are supposed to do to deliver in order to pass the prop firm. Very key and very important that we understand this. So this is just to help us to know how many trades that are recommended. So you need to ask yourself, what is your risk to reward ratio? If you cannot answer this question, that means that you need to go back to the beginning, back to the drawing board, have that trading plan, understand your strategy, understand the risk that you're going to be putting on every trade, understand the type of trader that you are, understand what? Understand your risk to reward ratio. And it's also good to have a journal. A journal will help you and to keep records. And by the time you keep records and oh, most of your trades usually end up in 1 to 5 reward. That means that you need just about 2 trades to hit that 10R, to hit that 10%. This is very, very key, very, very vital of every and any trader, right? So you must plan your trades and then trade your plan. Let the market come to you. Take your time. Do not rush, no matter what is happening. Do not go for half-baked trades at the end of the day. Your risk to reward will help you to determine the number of trades that are needed in order to pass the prop firm. Now, with that said, if you need further assistance in understanding the number of trades that you need to pass the prop firm, then all you have to do is to reach out. Let's have a discussion. There will be a link in the description that you can use to book a call, and we can have a one-on-one discussion and get to know the things that you need to do in order to be on the right pattern at the end of the day. Okay, so thank you for joining. Thank you for sticking around to the end. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And you have a question, use the section below to ask your question or just comment. Let us know how this video was for you. Was it helpful? Thank you. With that said, you could also go over to the school. This is the link. The link would also be in the description where you can get further information that would help you to become a better trader. Thank you guys. It has indeed been a good one. Enjoy the rest of the day, and then don't forget to always trade safely. Goodbye for now. Cheers.